Have you seen that the US continues to strike boats over and over again in the Caribbean and the Pacific? It is insane. Over the last 2 months, over 64 people have been murdered by the US this way. Trump says that those vessels are operated by narco traffickers and that they pose a threat to the US, but no evidence has ever been showed, and it has never been proven. And the thing is, even if it was, that's not a way of answering to these threats. Lethal force can only be used when a person poses an imminent threat to life, and there's no alternative as a last resort. At the same time, the US is upgrading a former Cold War naval base in the Caribbean. It's assembling ships, fighter jets, bombers, and so on in the Caribbean, suggesting potentially operations in Venezuela. Because Trump has alleged that all of this is coming from Venezuela and that the government led by dictator Maduro is infiltrated by narco traffickers. He's trying to mix up issues. So let's make things clear and easy. You can't go bombing boats and killing people in your country or elsewhere. That's just never okay. It's illegal. It's immoral. That's wrong. He's trying to mix up issues by pointing out to Maduro, who, yes, is a terrible dictator that stole the last election. And yes, he's responsible for a horrible humanitarian crisis with 20 million Venezuelans living in poverty, 8 million that had to fled the country since 2014. But this has nothing to do with bombing boats and threatening covert operations. The US has a long history of doing so. It's done so in South America, in the Middle East, with covert operations, with bombings, often for economic reasons, to secure resources, natural resources. And the thing is, people let it happen. So what now? If this was any other country, they would be called terrorists, right? Sanctions, embargoes, isolations, those would all be measures that countries coordinate, that the UN pushes for. But because it's the US, people, countries, and leaders are silent, and it's not possible. I want to see the UN chief, the Secretary General, going head to head with the US on this, coordinating responses, ensuring that the bombing and the murders of people actually stops. Because unless we apply international law systematically, and unless we stop double standards, the UN and basically humanity have no chance of surviving. It's time to end this.